Well, we spoke with Sridhar Sivaram to understand what his market outlook was, where he's seeing value, opportunity, and what he makes of the macros as well as the global factors. Now, his view is that the localized lockdowns will have an economic impact, and in terms of triggers that the market needs to watch out for, inflation does feature high on the list, both in India as well as globally. Now, he's of the view that commodities are one of the most happening asset classes and believes that the commodity rally can also aid the Indian markets as well. In fact, he believes that there's going to be a massive earnings upgrade when it comes to the commodity-linked stocks and that the commodity rally could continue for quite some more time. Valuations also, when it comes to commodity-linked stocks, according to him, look very attractive. Now, he's of the view that financials as a space as well look quite strong going forward. He's quite positive on this sector as a whole and believes that the RBI's assessment of the NPA increase is a short-term worry. The rise in the NPAs for PSBs as well as private banks, according to him, is likely to lower through and through. He's extremely positive and continues to maintain that view on private sector banks and believes that the risk reward is very favorable when it comes to banks as well as financials as a whole. He is also of the view that valuations are likely to work in favor of the PSU banks going forward. Now, when it comes to the PSU privatization theme, Sridhar Sivaram is of the view that the government has definitely pushed on that front. They've pushed the wall when it comes to PSU privatization, and he believes that the privatization process is likely to prosper and is likely to go through. But remember, yesterday we were talking to Atul Suri and he was reiterating on the point of earnings and how that's going to be a very key trigger for the market. Well, Sridhar Sivaram as well, he tends to agree with that. He's of the view that earnings is going to be very crucial and that that's a sector to really watch out for, and one should not be playing on value. So he's not in a hurry to jump onto the IPO bandwagon, and he believes without triggers to earnings, one should not play only on value. And there is a case to be made for what he calls value preference. Now, going forward, he believes that one can be looking at individual sectors, particularly domestic cyclicals and the China plus one themes right now that can be looked at. He's focusing on the IT sector as well. He sees potential here. Outside of the domestic cyclicals, he believes that IT merits a mention. And he's also of the view that the valuation multiples could be higher due to excess liquidity. He thinks earnings going forward are going to be very robust and believes that there will be the leadership that we've been seeing in the pharmaceutical space that could get a bit challenged going forward. And he believes that the pharma companies with earnings visibility, that is what is likely to stand out. Sridhar Sivaram also believes that ARPU rates are below optimum levels in the telecom space and that the competitive intensity within telecom is very strong.